Good morning. Thank you for coming. I'd like to thank the statistics department for coming, Dottie for coming, and our teacher's boss, which I didn't get your name, so thank you. We are here at Chaffey College. It's one of the first colleges in California to open. It was opened in 1883 as a private college, and then it was reopened in 1916 as public. So we were given the task to basically research, identify, and then ultimately advise the honors program how they can improve their presence here on campus. And in doing so, we came up with a mission statement. Our mission statement was to advise Chaffey Community College Honors Program on ways to enhance their presence on campus, increase the number of participants, and boost the number of contract completions. So we basically put together a survey and surveyed 338 students here at Chaffey College. I'm on. Okay, so in doing so, we found that I'm totally choking right now. Can you change the, so the honors program provides an intellectual and cultural community for the students here on campus. Basically, the requirements to complete in honors is a 3.2 GPA, 12 transferable units, 18 units completed in honors classes with a B or higher, and 54 community service hours. The benefits of the program, it's intellectually challenging and stimulating. There's smaller classes. You get participation in local and state, even national conferences. You have the opportunity to be published and have your work published. You can get membership to university libraries. You have a guaranteed transfer to certain schools we have contracts with. And there are additional scholarship opportunities simply for honors students, not for the general population, but for the honors students themselves.
So using the SWOT analysis, we identified the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats.
Oh, sorry.
And pretty much for the strengths, we identified that it teaches people skills. These skills range from academic skills to skills you use in daily life. It also enhances ability in time management, so it helps. And strengthens your public speaking skills. It offers networking opportunities, and the perks include transfer benefits, which there's a list of schools that show that you have a guaranteed transfer to certain schools where you wouldn't have if you weren't in honors program. And then for the weaknesses, we found that the honors program pretty much lacks a presence on campus, and pretty much from our surveys we found out that very few students are actually aware of the program itself, and also that fewer students are less aware of their GPA, and you need a 3.2 to be able to get into the honors program, and most people we surveyed, we found out that they didn't even know what their GPA was. So if they don't know what their GPA is, they don't even know if they qualify or not for the honors program. So that was another weakness.
The opportunities are endless. There's new students enrolling every semester. So as long as they're enrolling and having awareness of the honors program, there's no way that they won't start it just because of the benefits. It costs nothing to join, and you gain everything from it, the benefits, the scholarships. You're able to transfer. There's also, you can participate in career fairs, workshops, talk to counselors at high schools to touch on that level because they're not addressing the honors at Chaffey. They're either telling, oh, you just go to Chaffey, and they don't even say they have an honors program, so it's easier for you to get to where you want to be successful. A bachelor's degree is an AA now, so you're gonna have to go on to your master's. The threats are other clubs and activities and time. They're busy students, full-time work, part-time student, kids, families, grandparents. It's just hard to find the time to be able to adhere to the challenges of the honors program. And there's just the lack of knowledge that students have. And the stigmas that are related to them, our research shows that there's none. It's just that the students don't know.
Alright. The leverage that the honors program has is transfers agreements with various universities across Southern California and throughout the country, and has various transfers agreements with other leverages that the honors program has is honors graduation, which is a luxury because not everybody gets to. It is a luxury because not everybody gets to graduate with honors. Graduating with honors is another way to make your mother even more prouder. You cannot make your mom more prouder. There's no such thing as making your mom too proud. So why wouldn't you want to graduate with honors? We also have priority registration, and every semester in Chaffey College, there's various students that can only get one classes. So why wouldn't you join right off the bat? All right, our constraints, even though we only have one slide, there's 3 main constraints, and all 3 constraints are vital to its existence. We are lacking staffing, students, and funding. Without all 3, the program cannot reach its full potential. And staffing is vital because a lot of people that come to Chaffey that are 18 years old, they are in the pre-operational stage, and their mindset needs mentorship, an outside source, in order to guide their thought process in the right direction, so they can see. It's because a lot of people that come to community college, they didn't get into universities. A lot of people, they need mentorship from other people in order to guide them in the right direction. Another constraint that we have is the college is only focusing on high school students surrounding the Rancho area. We need to focus on the Fontana surrounding high schools and Chino surrounding high schools, because a lot of those high school students look at Chaffey as the best place to go because of location. That's the only reason they go to Chaffey, because of location. And we need to capitalize on that. And we're focusing too much on Rancho. We need to be more diverse and focus on those 2 other areas.
Vulnerability. So vulnerability refers to a susceptibility to harm, and in this case, more specifically, factors that individuals possess that make them susceptible to harm. So obviously with the honors program, it requires more time and work. And with students here at Chaffey, there are plenty that work part-time and participate in recreational sports and things of that nature. So it's important to stress the fact that diligence and focus is really a required characteristic to be successful in the honors program, but also to keep the success rate up for the honors program. It's also important that we stress that it's also possible to juggle all these things. We've had students that have done it in the past, and in the end it's well worth it. It's definitely well worth it for sure. One more, go back. Yeah, teaching an honors student takes extra work. So we have to really get the professors here to buy into the fact, the purpose of the honors program, you know, and how many students will benefit from the program. Okay, excellent. Okay, so to read, something you'll hear a lot in this presentation is that the students are not well informed about the program. That's because that is one of our biggest hurdles, but it's also an easy hurdle to fix, which one of my colleagues will cover later. And if you'll refer to table 5, I don't know if you have tables in front of you. There's a pie chart. And in the pie chart, you'll see that there's 20% of the students that we surveyed had no idea that the program existed. So by default, if we were to cover that 20%, we would increase membership in the honors program by default. Yeah, and eliminating that 20% would increase to 100% knowledge of the honors program throughout the school. And that's it.
All right, I'll be taking over from here. Here we got the marketing objectives. Again, we have to increase the presence on campus. That doesn't mean just people knowing about it, but those people that know about it actually joining the program. Give a program a brand, a logo, a tagline, motto, anything that will help the presence. Get Chaffey faculty more involved. From our study, it shows that only 8.5% of students actually know about honors from their counselor. So that's not that good. And make suggestions on how you can increase contract and completion numbers. You know, you have problems with like people completing it and staying there for like ever. And so, you know, that could be helped with. And that's it for the objectives.
Okay, marketing mix, place, it's located in the transfer department and it's easy to miss. So where is the honors program? It's located in the transfer center inside the administration building behind us. Product, what is it? The honors program offers a more competitive edge for students in today's world, and that's especially true if you're trying to transfer to a school. You need more than just a high GPA. You need something that's going to let you stand out from the rest of the crowd. It does offer guaranteed transfer upon successful completion of the program. Contracts. Go next slide. These are some of the schools that you can transfer to once you complete the program. So you can transfer to Azusa Pacific, San Diego, Mills, Pomona, UC Berkeley, and UC Irvine. So you can get to any of these colleges as long as you complete the program and you meet the requirements to join the honors program as well.
All right, with price, it's free and time effort. We have promotion, which is a website, Facebook, emails, letters, invitation and campus events, flyers near the office, word of mouth, Seas Candy fundraiser. For the marketing strategy, it's roughly 68.4% of the population at Chaffey College is 24 years old or less. We found that our survey that about 333 participants, only 223 of them intend to transfer to a 4-year college. 34 do not intend to transfer, and 81 are unsure of their answers, which that concludes that 66% could benefit greatly from the honors program, and then 24 who may also decide to transfer could also benefit from it.
Okay, I'm taking over from here. We targeted posting that the first 1 to 4 semester students, so the beginners, like people that are really entering college. Because if you're able to get them in earlier into honors, they're likely to complete it. You get them too late, they're either almost about to graduate or they're not interested anymore. About 70% is 1 to 4 semesters that we targeted. And 5 to 8 semesters is 24%, and 9 or more semesters is 6%. And we asked them if they know their GPA, if their GPA is higher than 3.2. 48.1% said that their GPA is higher. 22.1% said that their GPA is not higher, and 29.1% weren't sure about their GPA.
Alright, here's suggestions. These aren't, don't get confused with recommendations, these are just some obvious suggestions. Reach out to potential students and reach out to new students. It's like what I said earlier, you need to increase the presence of honors. And you can do that from going to high schools, seniors, orientation's a big thing. And you can also do it by flyers, participation, studying tutoring labs, increase faculty involvement, like with the counselors. And then merchandising, shirts, maybe stickers for your car. I have a lot of stickers on my car that I use, so yeah, that's some good suggestions.
We also came up with ideas for fundraising. Use your social media. There are a lot of online fundraising you can do now through like booster.com, Teespring. These are all sites where it's free to design your own t-shirt. You sell a specific number and a proceed of that goes to you. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to go to a printer. You don't have to work anything out. Once you sell that target amount, then they ship them out to you after like a time period in which the sale goes on. Those are really easy fundraisers to do. So if you've increased your presence online and you have enough people participating and keeping track of you and liking you on Facebook or wherever, you would be able to sell some of those things. And it wouldn't cost you anything up front. Community connections. You could also look into establishing relationships with small businesses in the community, like printers and other businesses that would be interested in donating time or material to create merchandise, because we know that your funds are limited in terms of what you can create. And our thought is if you have merchandise out there and somebody's walking around with a book bag or a bumper sticker or a coffee cup, then your name's going to be more present, and then more people will, oh hey, I've heard of that program, let me look into that, maybe I can get in. So if you, instead of going to bigger businesses, if you go to the smaller ones, they would probably be more likely to want to create that relationship, because you could offer them maybe space on the back of the t-shirt that said sponsored by, so-and-so printer or whatnot. Also, those businesses that can't provide product can provide prizes. Free tickets to somewhere, movie tickets, other things, gift prizes, Starbucks cards, and those things you can turn around and gift out in raffles when you're at career fairs or when you're doing just a raffle sale, instead of selling See's candy, but then at other times selling raffle tickets. Even things like TVs, computers, whatever you can get donated to you, you can then turn around and raffle out, and people will buy a $5 raffle ticket if the prize is 2 tickets to Disneyland and they have a chance to possibly win. Also, those people can be used as volunteers if they need community service hours. If when you're going to the high schools and doing the career fairs, if they want community service hours, or if they want to, maybe, I don't even know if they could get a head start on their community service hours for the honors program, you can bring them to campus and have them help you with the things that need to be done here, the promotion and the manning of tables and things like that. So reaching out and fundraising within the community and creating those relationships really could benefit the program a lot, and really could bring in a lot of things that you can turn around and make, help make your name out there, help get your name out there.
For the nonprofit organizations, we have sponsors, donate, and volunteer.
So when you go for a logo, you want something that's really memorable and stands out. So we went with something like this that has kind of a youthful sort of presence, but make sure that it still looks professional enough. We made sure that it's its own brand, but it still goes with the Chaffey College brand, so it fits. And as you can see with the bag, it looks great on stuff. And here we have a poster, which still holds kind of the Chaffey College sort of color scheme. And we made sure to, with posters, you want to really evoke like the important things. So we made sure to bold and include the location and contact, because that's very important for people to know. And then you have the big headline right here. So it catches people's attention and makes them want to read the small print. And you have some flyers. It's a little less on the professional side, but it includes important information and has this humor that really appeals to a more youthful population in college. Same thing right here.
So we wanted to come up with some taglines for you guys that you guys could use. We came up with a few. It's just good math. It's a no-brainer. The honors program wants you, yeah. But the two we found that we really liked were actually used by Director Julie Song. She actually said them when we met with her. I don't think she realized it, but I was like, I wrote it down instantly. That was it. It's not when you transfer, or it's not if you transfer, it's when. Transferring is a huge part of honors. It's their main goal is to get people to transfer to great schools like UCLA and UC Berkeley and stuff. So we just wanted to push that. It's not if you transfer, it's when. And then you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. She mentioned that when we met with her that really there are no consequences for being in honors. You join, and if you don't complete the program, you just don't complete the program. You can still go to school. You don't get suspended or anything like that. There really is no reason that you should not join. So, and we wanted to use those, and we created a testimonial video, and actually, so I'm just going to start it up for you guys, and then I'll just talk about it for a little bit.
There's a knob on the black box. There you go.
I used to be a part of the honors program, and I really considered it because I felt that the honors program would provide a challenge to my coursework here at Chaffey. So I heard about the honors program through the Dean's Honors List that I received in the mail.
I heard about the honors program through my twin sister, because she heard from somebody else. But we ended up deciding that it was a really good program to get into because they do help you to get into UCLA, they give you priority. So we decided to join, and we put in our 2 letters of recommendation from our professors, and yeah, we got in. And at first we thought it wasn't going to be like too helpful because, you know, we were AB 540 students, didn't really get any help from the government, so like to pay for school. So we were just a little bit bummed about that, but we still went for it, and now we do get help thanks to the DREAM Act.
Professor Fisher told me that she wanted to nominate me for the honors program. So I started the honors the next spring. At first I really didn't know what I was getting myself into, and I thought it was going to be hard, but writing a 10-page paper proved to be not as hard as I thought it would be.
I heard about the honors program through one of my classmates in the Wonder Club, Tanya Mora, and I walked in a little bit lost, a little unsure of myself, but I ended up joining the honors program, and I guarantee you that when you join, you might come in a little bit lost and unsure of yourself, but you will leave with confidence.
The requirements for joining the honors program is to maintain a 3.2 GPA. You need a nomination from a professor or 2 letters of recommendation, although the Dean's Honors List, making that I received the Dean's Honors List in the mail, and you need a nomination from a professor or 2 letters of recommendation, although the Dean's Honors List, making that Dean's Honors List also sufficed as a nomination for me, and that's how I joined the honors program. The honors program has done a great job of putting me in an environment where there's like-minded individuals who are just as ambitious, and I feel that's important for self-growth, to be around people who are going to motivate you to do better. And I felt that the honors program has done a really great job of having those students in the honors program classes with the honors program professors who are also just completely fantastic.
One of the main benefits that I got from the honors program was to get into better relationships with my teachers. They not only became my teachers within the classroom, but outside the classroom too. It was because of the honors program that I got to meet so many great faculty here at Chaffey College. And because of them, I was able to get letters of recommendation for scholarships when I was transferring, for other things.
Any advice that I would recommend to students is that if you are invited or you're looking into joining, you should definitely do it. It's going to provide you, there's absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain from this experience, and I felt that it was completely worthwhile.
Definitely join the honors program. If you want to transfer, it definitely helps out. They have really great advice.
Really reach out to the teachers, because although you could be in the program, you could still dismiss talking to the professors and really getting to know them.
I'm a first-generation college student here at Chaffey. I'm a political science major, and I was just recently accepted into the University of California, Los Angeles, and that is where I will be continuing my education.
The only reason why I decided to go to UCLA was because of the honors program. They took me there on a field trip, and it just felt like home. And that's how I decided, because I got accepted to Berkeley as well, but I just felt like UCLA was home after I visited because of the honors program.
So this semester, I found out that I was accepted to 4 universities: UC Riverside, UC Irvine, UCLA, and UC Berkeley. All those schools are the best schools for my major. As in right now, I'm still debating where I should go, but most likely I'm gonna end up going to UC Berkeley.
And I applied only to one transfer institution, and that was for the Cal State San Bernardino, and of course I got accepted. Because with honors, it's not about if you transfer, it's about when.
So, for that, we wanted to really just get the students that were in honors to talk about it. And I wanted to set up, they had college lanyards and those pennants in the back. And that shows a bunch of the colleges they could go to, like that UCLA was in the back, and that 2 of the students were going to UCLA. And then you had the student, and she got accepted to 4 universities, and it was just like, I don't know which one to go to. I wish I had that problem. And then the last one, she said it right there, it's not about if you're gonna transfer, it's about when. Because it's with honors, it's obvious you're gonna go where you wanna go with them. And yeah, the students were great too. Dottie picked out fantastic choices to work with. We had such a diverse, like we had 2 AB 540 students. So that right there shows that really anyone can do it. It's not just, oh, you need a high GPA. Anyone in Chaffey can do it. All you need to do is meet those requirements. There's nothing holding you back. Just go for it. So that's pretty much it.
Are there any questions? Yeah,
Yeah,
with that said,
thank-
does anybody have any questions about anything they said?
So, well, first let me congratulate you on your presentation. Very good job. And then we'll open it up to, well, Dottie and